Hey guys, John Raney here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'd like to go into some of the details of the Jimmy Raney book, which was just published last month, July 2024. And I want to talk about some very important concepts that my father used to talk about, which is displacement. So everything gets shifted over and it starts crossing the bar line, which is pretty cool. You can see a phrase he played on How About You. You can see it's pretty standard inverted scale plus inverted arpeggio kind of phrase. A G minor with inverted C. But you notice here how the resolution to the third of the F minor actually comes on beat 2. And you see the outline of the F minor arpeggio. So that gives the effect of that the first phrase feels almost like 5/4 because that upward arpeggio starts on beat 2. And the thing is concepts, but now we want to try to use them for ourselves. Like, how might we apply our own ways of displacing, maybe using these phrases or perhaps similar phrases. So let's look at those two rhythm changes examples again. Figure 2/9 has a standard rhythmic placement with a pickup to the downbeat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. In figure 210, it's moved over a beat. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2. So it's a little bit of kilter there. It creates a tension there. So let's put on the metronome and compare the two, and I'll add the left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the 210 now. Let's extend that line a little bit. So I just did 2 more measures with a turning around again. That was figure 2/9. So 210. So that was interesting. So what I did there was I felt that tension, so I subtracted a beat. I'm not sure if you heard it, but I basically inserted a 2-3-8 phrases or 3-4 to correct the original displacement. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right there. So one, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Approach it. I mean, there's many different ways that you can displace, subtract, and add beats. The main thing is you're thinking about a larger space of time, rather than one measure. In this case, I'm thinking about 4 measures, but I'm displacing the beat by 1 and continue to displace right into the end, which is kind of like the example we were talking about later in chapter 6. So let's take a look at that. So let's look at those chapter 6 examples, figures 6/8 and 6/9. 6/8 being the How About You phrase, and 6/9 being the rebeaming of that same passage to show the add-subtract concept, where he brings in a 5/4 phrase and then displaces with 2 more 4/4 phrases and then a final 3/4 phrase, which brings it back to 1. So just put the metronome on again. 1, 2, 3, 4. again, you can feel that when I add my left hand and putting on the downbeats, it feels like the right hand is chasing the left. So that's that type of scenario where you have a 5/4, 5/4 start, and then 2/4/4 phrases, and then a 3/4 phrase. But maybe we could do 2 5/4 phrases and then finish out the 4-bar unit with a 6/4 type of phrase. So a typical 5/4 kind of phrase nugget that Dad used to play was this neighbor tone phrase, which is talked about in chapter 8. So in the later lecture we'll talk about that. But essentially it's a usually starts on the sharp 9, so that's sharp 9, flat 9, sharp 7. Well, it starts on the 7th and then goes to the sharp 7. So one of his typical phrases would be like, so the reason 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. But you can hear the 5/4 in that, right? Now, now the challenge would be, all right, so let me count it in 4 and see where that's actually ending up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So now we're on the imaginary third beat of the third measure, so we need to be able to reconcile that. So probably the easiest way would be to do like a kind of a 3/4, 6/4 feeling to finish out the phrase. So let's see if we can do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. But this is just some of the ways that you can use Jimmy Raney's techniques to apply it towards your own examples. This is definitely fascinating for me. I'm going to have to count that better on the next video.